his other job.
A truck pulled off of Highway 46 into the large parking lot of the meat market on the corner of Main Street and 46, a little German town in South Texas called Bernie, little German settlement. You could smell that barbecue that was fired over mesquite and the smoke coming out, and I said, oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted to go in there and get me a barbecue lunch. But outside of my window was a large truck, and that's where I first laid eyes on her. Oh, she was gorgeous. I pulled up a little bit without taking my eyes off of her, parked the truck, pulled out the keys, rolled down the window for a closer look. Our eyes fixed together in a gaze that there was like a connection where neither one of us wanted to break it. It was like we were communicating, like it was meant to be. So I got out of the truck without even looking. I closed the door, walked right over to her, right up close to her face so I could feel her warm breath against me and pick up the sweet scent of her body and look right into those eyes. And she's staring back at me like she's staring into my soul. And I noticed some unique features about her. She had long stretches of loose red skin on the neck with big bulbous bumps on them like carbuncles. But it just added to her mystique. I said, who are you? Looked right into my soul and she said, gobble, gobble. Never before and never since have I seen a more beautiful, gorgeous, and elegant domestic turkey. Wow, she was nice. She was blue. It was like iridescent colors of blue and lavender and slate, all in harness together. And she was a representative of what I think was the heritage tribe, if you will, of turkeys descended from European descent. And she was just gorgeous. I had to have her. I had to take her home to my 7-acre menagerie of birds and critters and varmints. So began the negotiation with the chicken lady of Guadalupe County. She had her truck parked there, a big truck, and it had a big structure on top, looked like a house that was professionally built on her truck with large cages all around it, with all kind of fowl in there. There was turkeys and chickens and pigeons and quails and anything that had a feather, she had it. Before I left, I had my blue turkey, which I immediately named Henrietta, and 2 red turkeys. Boy, I was happy. I forgot about the barbecue. I wanted to get home, take those turkeys home, so I didn't have anywhere to put them except right there in the truck with me on the passenger side. So, here's 3 20-pound turkeys, all just, right there next to me on the seat. And they're pretty well behaved so far. And so, boy, I'm excited. Right? I put it in the gear, and I turn up the radio, and I hit the open road. Boy, life is good. I got 3 beautiful, gorgeous turkeys. I take them home, and I give them the proper introduction to the chickens and everybody. I show them the chicken house where they'll be sleeping, and everything is grand. They got 7 acres to play in. They can do anything they want. The fenced yard is an acre, so they got security. They got bugs. They got everything they can want. Life is good until bedtime. For whatever reason, they didn't want to interact with those chickens, and the chickens didn't want to have anything to do with them either. And those turkeys just refused to go into that hen house. Now, and that was important because the hen house was protection. We locked the door at night so predators wouldn't get in there. There were foxes and raccoons and all kind of things that would eat them. And the turkeys got away, and they went up into a big live oak tree. It went up about 30 feet high. And they would not come down. My wife and I were out there with the water hose and the pressure nozzle, spraying them and stuff. And then they thought it was pretty cool because it was hot summertime, and they were like, oh yeah. No way coming down. Oh, it went on for a couple of weeks, and if my wife and I got home early enough, we would gather them up and catch them and force them into the chicken house. But they were on to us, and they went to bed early, so more often than not, they made it up the tree. Well, sure enough, about 3 weeks into it, tragedy struck, and one night we lost 2 of them. We lost the 2 redwoods, and only Henrietta was left. So I was taking close care of her. Now, turkeys, these domestic turkeys are very friendly, and they're very social critters. They just they get very despondent if they're separated or not around people. And this turkey followed me around every place I went. It was like having a puppy with a string around its neck and the other the string on your ankle. Everywhere I went, man, there's that turkey. And Henrietta's right there with me. She wanted to be picked up. See, I had her so spoiled. She wanted me to pick her up and carry her everywhere. So I'd carry her every place I went. I'd carry Henrietta, and I'd be petting her, across her face, and she'd close her eyes, and I'd rub her eyes, and all around her neck. And well, I guess this would probably be a good time to confess that upon further review, I realized that I probably should have named Henrietta Henry. I was a lot younger then. I didn't know a lot about turkey jokes. It didn't make any difference. I wanted her to be Henrietta, and she wanted to be Henrietta. We were happy that way. So Henrietta stayed. Well, I cared a lot for Henrietta. I didn't want anything to happen to her. So I decided to embark on a mission to build Henrietta a nice house. A hen house of her own that she could stay in at night and be safe. And I had her so spoiled already anyway. I'd be taking her in the house all the time. I'd carry her in the house, and we'd set her down on the sofa. I had a special blanket I put down on my bed. I'd lay a special blanket down on the couch, and she'd have her spot. And sometimes I'd sit there, put my arm around her, talk to her. The turkeys don't have ears like we do. They just got a hole in their head and covered up by feathers. So I'd whisper to her, and she'd and I'd whisper to her like that, and I'd talk to her real sweet, and she knew that I was talking directly to her. And she would talk back to me, making weird little turkey sounds and things, and I got to where, we could pretty much talk turkey. I knew what she was saying, and she knew what I was saying. And I'd get up and leave her there, and she'd sit there and watch TV. Her afternoon shows, one of her favorites, I don't know why, it turned out to be Dr. Phil. I don't know. But she spent a lot of time in the house. So, Saturday came around, and that was the day of the great building of her house. So I amassed all the materials and the tools necessary to build her an extraordinary, exquisite, large, comfy, luxury turkey house of her own. I got all the materials and a copious amount of Lone Star beer. And I got every single thing I needed. Now, it's hot in Texas on Saturday. So I decided, why do it out in that brutal heat? I'd do it in the house. We had a very large living room, and there's a big open space, and there's right there next to some big double windows where I had plenty of light. And so I was in there working and drinking beer and building the house, and Henrietta was over the couch watching some Disney movie. And about half a day or so. And she behaved herself. She never once got up. I was just building, whistle while you work, drinking my beer. Finally got all through, and boy, this was some nice house. It had a standing seam metal roof. It had some heavy canvas on the sides that could roll down if it hailed or got cold wind or anything. And now turkeys get hot. It's hot, and they like to stand in water when it's hot. So I had a nice tray, like a like a pie pan in there, and it had water in it so she could stand in it, cool off her feet. She had one for drinking and one for standing. So through it, I'm thinking like, man, life is good. And my lovely wife comes in and she says politely, have you given any thought to how you gonna get that big old chicken house out that tiny little front door? And before I answered, she said, I'm gonna go to the grocery store now, and I don't think it's asking too much, but by the time I get home, I would love to see the bird and the chicken house outside. Einstein. So as she drives off, I go to the refrigerator, get another beer. Come to think of it, maybe that was part of the problem. I take my beer and I go down there and I sit next to Henrietta, put my arm around her. And I'm just considering my life. There are times when I could come up with some very intelligent, smart, unbelievably extraordinary smart ideas and do wonderful things. Right? I could do just extraordinary things. And then other times, I'd just find myself wandering through the house, looking everywhere for my lost phone, just looking everywhere. Oh, where's my phone? While I'm talking to someone. I don't know what to say about all that. Anyway, I was getting a little despondent, and then it happened. Then the noise. Oh, I was uplifted. I heard it. Oh, I thought, oh yeah, I know what that is. That was the dual glass back mufflers on a beat up old 66 Mustang that belonged to my best friend Doug. Doug was coming to visit. This was like divine providence for me. Like, oh yeah. I thought, hey, Doug is smart. I bet he can help me figure this out. Or at least he can commiserate with me. So quick, I go to the refrigerator, I get a cold beer for him. I greet him right at the door. He comes in, I hand him his cold beer, and he says, hey, Les, what you doing? And I said, well, check this out. I showed him that. Very nice, huh? Just finished it. Hey, you reckon you can help me carry it outside? He looked at the cage, looked at the door, looked back at the cage, kind of smiled. He started laughing at me and he goes, oh yeah, yeah, we can move that outside as long as we take out that big double window. And quick, I did my very best lying and thinking on my feet. But yeah, that was my idea all along. Yeah, see, I thought, it would be really easier to build it in here and take the window out than it would be to stand out in that brutal sun all day when you're working. So, I thought about that all the time. In fact, I was just getting ready to give you a call and ask you to, come over and help me. It won't take long, with the two of us doing it together. And he said, well, it better not take too long because I got to be back in town. I got to do something here pretty quick. So if we're going to do this, we better get her done. And I said, now you're talking about letting go, buddy. Let's go, yeah. So quick, like bunny rabbits. Oh, we run outside and we got hammers and we got crowbars and we're taking off and we're taking off the 1x4 trim and he's got the crowbar and prying and got the aluminum window and he's prying it and I'm pulling out nails and finally pulling the nails out and we get that big old heavy aluminum double window and we wrestle it down to the ground and drag it over and lean it against the house. I crawl in the open window, get inside, and push open, pull that big old cage over, and I get it over close to lift it up, hand it as far out to him as I can, and I run outside, and I get the rest of it, and we pull it, and we swing it around, and lift it up, and we get it out, we take it out there, we put it underneath a shade tree. Oh, and quick, we run back grab that window, one of us holding it in place, the other one tacking nails in. Then we get the 1x4s, we put them back in, and voila! As they say in some foreign country over there. Just like that. It was done. Doug got in his Mustang and went back to town, and I thought, man, life is good. Walked inside. My wife was just coming down the road. I could hear the car and see the dust coming. So I just casually walked inside and went up to Henrietta and kind of cradled her in my arms and said, come on, let's go out. I want to show you a new house. And she crooked her neck and was looking at me like, oh, you know, that's all right. I just want to show you where you're going to be sleeping, and I'll bring you back and you can watch the end of the movie. It'll be all right. So my wife was pretty impressed. She was like, how in the world did you do that? And I said, hey, can I tell you? Ancient Chinese secret. Pretty darn good. So life was good again. And so ends the saga of Henrietta's homemade house. And I was so thankful for Doug that day. And you know, this is the Thanksgiving season, right? This is the time to give thanks. And I'm thankful for the time I got to spend with Henrietta, and very thankful for the time I got to spend with you. And you know, you've been such a gracious audience in putting up with me for the last 12 minutes or so. I thought I would express my gratitude to you, and my thanks to you, by doing something I seldom do. I'm going to sing you a little ditty. Now, as you know, ditties sometimes have what they call a refrain. Now, this one's got about 5 or so, and it's real easy. I'm going to ask you to sing the refrain for me. And it's real easy. It's only 4 words, and the words are, except for the turkey. It's got a little tune, you know, it's like, except for the turkey. That's all you got to do. But you got to do it with feeling. You got to do it with verve. Like you got to do it like you really mean it, you know. And then we'll all join in this celebration together, this Thanksgiving. This will be in the key of less. Perfect. That's my key. Wow. Do it one more time. It's Thanksgiving Day and we're gathered round. Little children make a joyful sound. There's no school and we get to play. And we're all so thankful for this day. La 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 la.
Except for the turkey.
We all join hands and sing this song with happy hearts and a love that's strong. We bow our heads, we have our feast. It's a lovely day to say the least. La 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 la.
Except for the turkey.
So, if you're a turkey and you're still alive, you might kind of want to hide. Or you soon probably be dead meat, because on this festive day, you're what we eat.
Oh.
So fly away to that distant land where people think turkeys are grand. Spread your wings and soar up high. Be thankful that big birds can fly. La 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 la.
Except for the turkey.
One more, big finish. It's Thanksgiving and we're all gathered round. Little children making that joyful sound. Oh, it's such good food and it's such great fun. It's happy Thanksgiving for everyone. La 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 la.
Except for the turkey.
Let's hear it for Les Stubing.